Okay, I'll clarify. It is a basically object which can be flown on command without any person present in that. Is it clear? It is different than kite. Kite can be controlled from the ground, but it also can be controlled from the ground without any connection in between them. So for surveillance, what do you mean by surveillance? Anybody surveillance? To keep a watch on it. If we want to keep a watch on any area particular, where we cannot risk life of a pilot or where we cannot send an aircraft, we have in our inventory certain UAVs, that is Heron and AWACS. What is AWACS? Anybody? AWACS, the full form of AWACS is Airborne Warning and Control System. So gentlemen, please pay attention. What does an AWACS do? Are you all aware of radars, electronics?
Yes, sir.
What does a radar do? Basically, radar sends energy, it gets reflected, the reflected energy is received and it is analyzed for distance and size of the object. Is it not? Direction, elevation and distance. These three things can be found out by radars. Are you all with me or not?
Yes, sir.
So the similar thing, ladies and gentlemen, we have got capability of AWACS, wherein these all three functions can be done in air. So the aircraft which contains is IL-76 based AWACS, which you are seeing on the rightmost corner of the slide. Here we can guide our fighter aircrafts to the particular place wherever enemy locations are there, and we are not bound by the ground location of our radars. These things can be done in air only. It is a very good achievement for Indian Air Force to have this kind of aircraft, and we are utilizing this, and we had utilized this during our recent Kargil wars and during Balakot attack even. Next. We are carrying out joint operations with Army and Navy. What are career prospects in Indian Air Force, ladies and gentlemen? Now, there are so many ladies who might think that what can I do as a lady, as a woman? Can I take part in Indian Air Force? Can I take part in operations? Can I get commission in Indian Air Force? Yes, you very well can.
एक लड़की हूं मैं। धमाकों से डरना मेरी फितरत है, पटाखों से छुपना मेरी आदत है। इस तेज रफ्तार में कहीं पीछे रह जाऊंगी, आसमान की ऊंचाइयों से घबरा जाऊंगी। नौकरी का वजन कहाँ उठा पाऊंगी? एक लड़की हूं ना, हार मान जाऊंगी, अपनी हसरतों को मारकर एक लड़का जन्मूंगी, किसी और की खुददारी पर पल के जग जाऊंगी। बराबरी के सपने देखूंगी तो तोड़ दिए जाएंगे, ख्वाहिशों को पर लगाऊंगी तो काट दिए जाएंगे। एक लड़की ही तो हूं, वो लड़की जो घर बनाती है और घर बचाएगी।
कितनी लड़कियों को अभी भी ऐसा लगता है कि वो नहीं कर सकती? Good. Not even a single hand. You are equally capable of, rather than you are more capable than gentlemen. ये मेरा खुद का, मेरा पर्सनल ओपिनियन है कि एक लड़की में, एक लेडी में जितनी ताकत होती है, उस ताकत का आदमी कहीं भी मुकाबला नहीं कर सकता। हमें काम के साथ घर नहीं संभालना पड़ता। Next. Now I will cover the type of entries which Indian Air Force inducts the officers. So ladies and gentlemen, now let us come to the crux part of the presentation. What are the entries There are NDA and CDSE entries. Basically, you all have crossed that age limit because it is after class 12, and we'll talk about other entries. There is FCAT entries. FCAT is Air Force Combined Aptitude Test. MET entry, which is for meteorological branch, and NCC special entry. These are the ways which are open to you all to get inducted as an officer in Indian Air Force. I will cover all the entries in detail. If we talk about commission in Indian Air Force, it is a permanent commission and short service commission. As of now, women candidates are given short service commission, but with the changes, as now women will be inducted in NDA also, they will be getting permanent commission for those who are inducted through NDA. And as you all know that there are so many women candidates who had applied for and they have got permanent commission also. The branches in Indian Air Force are mainly three types of branches. One is flying branch, technical branch and ground duty branches. So I will explain all these three branches in detail. Flying branch is mainly dealing with flying pilot duties. Technical branch is mainly into the maintenance of the equipment, and ground duty branches are in supporting role to the Indian Air Force operations. Next. In flying branch, we have got fighter streams, transport streams and helicopter streams. As I have shown the aircrafts, basically it is understood that the fighter stream pilots will be flying fighter planes, transport stream pilots will be flying transports, and helicopter stream will be flying helicopters. It is very simple and clear slide. Any doubts, anybody? Next. What are the types of entries and their qualifications? Now if you see on the column side, first one is qualification, second one is age, third one is gender, training, duration of training, how advertisements are published, and what is the type of commission which is awarded. So ladies and gentlemen, please see this slide with detailed eye, and any doubt anybody has got, please clarify it. This is the most important information which you need to take away today. For NDA and PC, as you all are, as of now you have crossed this, but yes, you all have got brothers and sisters at home. And for others, you should have that information. The age is 16 and a half to 19 and a half. 16 and a half years to 19 and a half years. Both male and females can join NDA. The pattern of training is 3 years at NDA and 1 year at AFA. Mind it, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you will be coming to Air Force Selection Boards, all these things might be asked, so you should be aware. And advertisements are published by UPSC, and the commission granted is permanent commission. Coming to graduation, that is the CDSE permanent commission entry. In this, graduation is physics and math in class 10 plus 2. This is mainly for flying branch. Male, the age is 20 to 24 years. Yes, if anybody has got valid DGCA license, commercial pilot license holder, the age relaxation is from 20 to 26 years. 2 years age relaxation is given in this case, wherein you can apply for flying branch after doing your civil pilot license. CDSE, PC, as of now only male can apply, and the advertisement is given by UPSC and PC is granted. Coming to NCC special entry, it is applicable for both PC and SSC. SSC is short service commission and PC is permanent commission. The requirement is minimum 50% marks in mathematics and physics in class 12. See how simple is the requirements. Only 50% of the marks are required in physics and mathematics in class 12. Is it clear? Can you get admission in university without this? It is very difficult. You will not get good colleges with these kind of marks. If you are belong to this good university, everybody I presume is having much more marks than this. Now coming to graduation. Graduation is 60% or graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention here. Here so many of the people have got doubt. I am pursuing my graduation in so and so stream, in so and so stream. Can I appear? Yes, it is only graduation with 60% of marks. No stream is specified. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
And B or BTech with minimum 60% of marks. Section A and B examinations for AMIE. Those who have done their diploma and pursuing AMIE. Those who have cleared section A and B. AMIE or Aeronautical Society of India with minimum 60% of marks. 60% of marks in graduation is the basic requirement, along with 50% of marks in mathematics and physics in class 12. Age limit remains same. Both male and female can apply for this. The training takes place for 1.5 years in Air Force Academy at Dundigal. The applications are available online, and PC and SSC for men and SSC for women is available through this entry. Coming to next type of entry is AFCAT SSC entry. The same marks in mathematics and physics in class 12, graduation with minimum 60% marks, BE BTech with 60% of marks, and section A and B exam of AMIE or Aeronautical Society of India with minimum 60% of marks. These are the qualification requirements. Age limit remains same, and the advertisements are released in June and December by Indian Air Force. This is known as AFCAT entry. AFCAT is Air Force Combined Aptitude Test. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So all are cleared as far as the qualification requirements and educational qualification requirements are concerned for joining as officers in Indian Air Force. All of you. Anybody has got any of the doubts, any stream which you think you are pursuing and whether you can apply or not? Anybody? Yes, please. 10th and 12th physics and maths is mainly for flying branch. If you are applying for administration branch, it is not mandatory. Is it clear? With bio in 10th and 12th you cannot pursue for flying branch. If you can get CPL, which is difficult. 10 plus 2, you need to have physics and mathematics for flying branch. Bio and other streams you can apply for other branches. Other branches I cover. Next. Now coming to the branches, which all branches are available in Indian Air Force? Yeah, AMI is associated members of the Institute of Engineers. AMI. So as far as technical branches are okay, now coming to engineering. There are, in technical branches, there are two branches. One is electronics and one is mechanical engineering. Now, which all branches do qualify for electronics and mechanical engineering? There are so many streams in electronics branch which you all are pursuing. So there is a huge list which all qualifies to be as a part of electronics engineer you can apply for, or as a part of mechanical engineering. Basically, Air Force recognizes only two branches, that is AEL, Aeronautical Engineer Electronics, and Aeronautical Engineer Mechanical. Next. The type of entry is NDA UPSC and AFCAT. So ladies and gentlemen, who in NDA who are not qualified or who are downgraded, who are not found suitable for flying, they are converted to electronics engineering also. And in AFCAT entry, the requirement remains same. Minimum 60% in 4 years graduation courses. Exam of the Institute of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering by actual studies, and section A and B for AMI. The age limit is from 20 to 26 years. Both male and female can apply for it. The training is at AFA for 6 months and 1 year at AFTC. AFTC is Air Force Technical College at Bengaluru. The advertisement is published in June and December, and both permanent commission and SSC are available for men, and SSC as of now for women are available. Is it clear? Next. Now these are the branches which do qualify for applying in AE Electronics branch. Kindly go through the list. It's a huge and vast list. So most of the streams which are being offered by the colleges and universities in India are covered in these. So if you are pursuing this engineering, your engineering in these branches, you are eligible for applying in Aeronautical Engineer Electronics branch in Indian Air Force. So anybody whose branch is not featuring into this, any of you who is pursuing BE or BTech, whose branch or stream is not featuring into this? Anyone?
Mechanical, sir.
Mechanical is the next one. This is for electronics. Yeah, please go ahead. Last one.
Hello. Food Engineering and Technology.
That you can apply in administration branch. BTech Biotech you can apply for flying branch even. You have got an example there. So that's a better option. Anybody else? Any other branch? Okay, now coming to mechanical engineering. Next list. These are the branches which do qualify for applying into Aeronautical Engineer Mechanical branch. Now anyone whose branch is not reflected here? Anybody? Is it clear for everybody who wants to apply for mechanical engineering?
Sir, Bachelor in Physical Education.
That will be applicable for administrative branch.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Next. Now what are non-technical ground duty branches? I had mentioned about flying branch, technical branch and ground duty branches. So these all are the branches which comprises of ground duty non-technical branches. The first one is administration. There are three sub-branches of administration branch. One is ADAM ATC, administration fighter controlling, and pure administration. Basically, this branch looks after the administration part of Indian Air Force, and two other roles are fighter controllers and ATC controllers. The ATC controllers are those controllers who controls the takeoff and landing of aircrafts from a runway. Basically, they are located on air bases, and they monitor and control the takeoff and landing of aircrafts in the area of runways only. Is it clear? Now coming to ADAM fighter controller. What does a fighter controller does? Who all are aware of squadron leader Minty Agrawal? Anybody? So everybody remembers Wing Commander Abhinandan, nobody remembers squadron leader Minty Agrawal. She was the fighter controller who was controlling the aircraft of Wing Commander Abhinandan then. Fighter controllers are located on the radar locations, wherever radars are there. Depending on the radar feedback, they are controlling the aircrafts in Indian airspace. That is also formed a basic part of administrative branch. Now coming to logistics branch. As the name suggests, this branch is responsible for arranging all the material requirements, be it technical, not technical, and all the goods whichever are required for functioning of Indian Air Force. Accounts branch, as the name suggests, it looks after all the accounts requirement of Indian Air Force. Coming to education, we all require training, and schools are being operated by Indian Air Force. So the training requirement and basic requirements in field of education is looked after by education branch. And last one is meteorology, weather god. Everybody fears weather god, and as such Air Force, when we have to operate in the sky, we need to fear weather gods. So these are the people who predicts weather, who tells us weather and how and when and whether will be suitable for flying or not. That is decided and told by meteorological branch. So these are meteorological branch officers. Next. Now coming to the qualification requirements. Anybody has got any doubt in previous slide? Anyone? Now coming to the qualification requirements, please go through this. It mentions only graduate. It does not mention about any stream. So whichever branches which were not featuring earlier they are eligible here to apply for commission in the ground duty branches. The qualification remains for administration and logistics 60% marks in graduate or cleared section A and B exam of AMIE and Aeronautical Society of India. So any graduation, any person who has completed graduation with 60% of marks in any of the streams available in India is eligible to apply for administration and logistics branch. Now is it clear? Your doubt is clear now? You, food technology, someone in food technology, you can apply for administration and logistics branch. Is it clear? So any stream of graduation which is available in India, if you have cleared with 60% of marks, you can apply for these two branches, administration and logistics branch. For education, you need to have post-graduation, and the requirement for post-graduation is 50% marks in any discipline and 60% marks in graduation remains. So ladies and gentlemen, one basic thing is that 60% marks in graduation remains for all the entry as an officer in the Indian Air Force. For education branch, post-graduation is compulsory with 50% of marks. In accounts, once again it is 60% in specified fields. You need to have a degree in accounts. For meteorological branch, 55% in marks in mathematics and physics in graduation. So basically, if you have done BSc with 55% marks in mathematics and physics and 50% in PG, you are eligible for applying in meteorological branch of Indian Air Force. and the age limit remains same as 20 to 26 years. Both male and female candidates can apply. The training is 6 months at Air Force Academy and 1 year at Air Force Training College. The advertisements are published in June and December. The type of commission which is offered is PC and SSC for men and SSC for women. The branches which are applicable are administration, logistics, education, accounts and meteorological branches. Is it clear? Anybody has got any doubt till now?
No, sir.
Anyone? Next. Now coming to ground duty branch. For accounts, I had mentioned specified branches. So what does it mean? It means a graduation with BCom. Anybody who has done BCom with 60% of marks is eligible for applying in accounts branch. And for meteorological branch, it is postgraduate degree in any science, maths, statistics, geography, computer applications, environmental sciences, applied physics, oceanography, agriculture, meteorology, ecology and environment, geophysics and environmental biology. These are the subjects for PG. And what is the qualification for graduation in meteorological branch? Anybody? Anybody other than this PG subjects which are mentioned here? What is the qualification in graduation? Previous slide. Last row in qualification, 55% in maths and physics and graduation. Are you people with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next. Now how the selection cycle goes? Gentlemen, it's a long process and it's a well-drawn process which takes time and is meticulously planned. First of all, the advertisements are published. I had given you timelines. June and December is the time when the advertisements are published by Air Force for AirCat, and other entries advertisements are published by UPSC. After advertisement, you people need to register, appear for AirCat and UPSC examinations. Based on the selection and cut-off marks, the call letters for SSB are issued. So at Air Force Selection Board, SSB examinations are conducted. The duration of SSB is for 5 days. It starts from Monday and ends at Friday. After getting recommended, medical examinations are conducted as per the medical requirements of the particular branches. Subsequently, final merit list is prepared, and based on the merit list, call letters are issued. And joining instructions are issued for the candidates who feature in the merit list. And you all are invited. Those who feature in merit list are invited to join Indian Air Force Academy. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is the cycle which is followed. Any of you have got any doubts?
No, sir.
Next. Coming to the processes. Yes.
Quality test for job designation. Quality test for job designation. Air Force. Quality test for as a quality test for administration.
How many of you are aware of the process at AFSPs and SSBs? Anybody? Tell, what is the process? Have you been to SSB? When? Tell what is the procedure, how it is done. How it is done?
I have cleared NDA 2 times.
Good.
And if SSP over, I am recommended out.
Very good. Very good.
And but we are, when the SSP call letter coming,
You address your friends.
FSB process there are two stages. One screening, and first you get screening, then you prepare for next stage. In screening there are so many first intelligence rating test, and second PPDT, picture perception and description test, and then you get.
Okay, and so now it is depicted in the slide. What process takes place? What process takes place in FSB? So as it is seen here, the aim of FSB is assessing the personality by scientifically designed and time-tested process of selection. Those who have been to SSB, you all are aware that it's a very scientifically designed process. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you all, it is the oldest selection process which is adopted by all the military services in the world. And we still are following that, and still now with our studies, it is the most reliable and most proven system which is available with any of the defense services in anywhere in the world that we are following for selection in the armed forces in India. And we are really proud of it. Not many countries have tried taking it from us, but with their conditions and other factors, they were not able to reach the reliability factor what we have reached up to. And the process what takes place in SSB, in phase 1 there is an intelligence test and PP and DT. It is a short form of picture perception and description test. So this test comprises of phase 1 test. After this, if you clear this test, you are known as screened-in candidates. Those who are not able to make it through this, they are screened out. So basically this starts on Monday morning. By end of Monday, the results are declared, and those who are screened in are retained at AFSB for stage 2 selection. Phase 2 comprises of psychological tests, group testing and interviews. In psychological test, there is a battery of tests which is given to you, in which you are tested for your psychology part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, as it is mentioned, the testing is done on three parts: Manasa, Vacha and Karmana. Manasa means जैसा आप सोचते हो, वाचा जैसा आप बोलते हो, और कर्मणा जैसा आप करते हो। क्या आप जो सोच रहे हो उसको अभिव्यक्त करने में आप सक्षम हो, और जैसा आप सोच और अभिव्यक्त कर रहे हो क्या वैसा करने में सक्षम हो। ये तीनों क्वालिटीज AFSB में देखी जाती है। अगर आप तीनों में समान हैं तो 100% तो फिर भी नहीं कहूँगा मैं, बट मैक्सिमम चांसेस आर देयर दैट यू विल बी रिकमेंडेड। तो तीनों आपकी सोचने की शक्ति, आपकी व्यक्त करने की शक्ति और आपके कर्म करने की शक्ति, तीनों शक्तियों को जब असेस किया जाता है AFSB में, जिसका तरीका होता है साइट टेस्ट होता है आपका सोचने की शक्ति को एक्सेस करने के लिए, ग्रुप टेस्टिंग होती है करने की शक्ति को, और वाचा के लिए इंटरव्यू होता है। इन तीनों टेस्ट के होने के बाद ऑन फ्राइडे देयर इज अ बोर्ड कॉन्फ्रेंस इन विच द कैंडिडेट्स आर डिस्कस्ड, योर परफॉर्मेंस इज डिस्कस्ड इन बोर्ड कॉन्फ्रेंस, एंड बेस्ड ऑन द असेसर्स रिपोर्ट्स द कैंडिडेट्स आर ईदर रिकमेंडेड or not conferenced out. If the candidates who are recommended for flying branch, there is CPSS, that is Computerized Pilot Selection System. Earlier it used to be known as PAPT. So this is the test which any human being is supposed to appear for only once in his lifetime. If you clear this once, you are clear for entire lifetime, or if you fail it once, you are failed in CPSS for entire lifetime. You cannot appear it for twice. Is it clear? Next. What Indian Air Force gives you? Whatever you see, that can be given by Indian Air Force. You see, You have a life larger than life. As sir was mentioning, there is a lot of glamour. Glamour is what is visible from outside world. From inside, yes, we have got certain facilities, we have got certain, but by virtue of our profession, we need to have certain things. I would like to summarize them in the next slides. What is offered by Indian Air Force? These are the few perks and allowances which are admissible to you once you are commissioned as officer in Indian Air Force. If we talk about perks, officers are allotted furnished accommodation, free medical cover for self and dependents. There are CSD facilities. These are canteen store departments which are popularly known as canteens in cantonments. Most of us are fascinated by that. Leave travel concessions, that is known as LTC. Loan facilities are available if you want to purchase house. General loan available at slightly cheaper rates than available in civil societies. Ladies and gentlemen, no one in Indian government gives you 60 days of annual leave and 20 days of casual leave. This facility is only given by armed forces. So each and every officer is entitled for 60 days annual leave and 20 days casual leave in 1 year. You can avail, if you want to pursue a higher education, you can avail study leave up to 2 years. It is totally you are considered on job and you can pursue the education that you want to pursue. It's a study leave, fully paid, all perks, privileges remains while you pursue your higher education for 2 years. This also no organization provides. Schooling facility, as you all know, they are available, all good in cantonment. Generally schools are good. Higher education facilities are provided. You are encouraged and provided with opportunities to pursue your MSc, MPhil and MTech. And there is a life insurance covered by Group Insurance Society of Indian Air Force, which amounts to rupees 1 crore. And few allowances which are admissible by pay commissions. Those allowances are flying allowance, it is applicable for flying branch officers. Technical allowance, field area allowances. When you are deployed in field areas, field area allowances are admissible. Special forces allowances, Siachen allowances, island special duty allowances, test pilot and flight test engineer allowances. Ladies and gentlemen, with these test pilot and flight test engineer allowance, you become the highest paid government employee anywhere in Government of India. Your salary reaches to the highest of the point. This is higher than the risk allowance which is on the topmost bracket. You are the one who will be flying the planes which are in test, which are in development stage, and as an engineer, flight test engineer, you are supposed to fly in that flight and assess all the technical parameters of that flight. You are a part and parcel of the development of the technology which our country is in the stage of developing, or we want to advance the technologies which are available. So you feel more of a pride in being a part of that system rather than these allowances. But yes, the risk is more and it is being compensated equally by these allowances. Hard area allowances, as the name itself suggests, and remote locality allowances. There are few localities where you will be positioned remotely from your families. That also is compensated, ladies and gentlemen. Next. Other than this, those who says, पैसे से फर्क नहीं पड़ता. So these are few things which do matter for the people, जिनको पैसे से ज़्यादा मतलब नहीं है. You want adventure. It's a life full of adventure. Every moment can be of adventure. So these are the adventure activities which are flashed on the slides, are offered by Indian Air Force. In air, you can go for skydiving, powered hang gliding, microlite flying, paragliding, hot air ballooning, aero modeling and parasailing. Those who are NCC candidates, they might have flown in microlite. Any of you has got that experience? Microlite flying. NCCC certificate holders? Not yet? It's a different experience altogether, ladies and gentlemen. These adventure activities are not available in normal civil scenario. You might be able to pay, but these activities are not available in India as of now. If you want to pursue mountaineering, trekking, adventure camps, rock climbing, skiing, motorcycle expeditions, cycling expeditions, car rallies, all these are performed as a group activity. You are on your duty. You need not take leave from your offices and go and do all this duty. You are considered to be on duty while you can pursue all your hobbies and these adventure activities. For those who love sea and water, there are rafting activities, kayaking and canoeing, windsurfing, sailing and scuba diving. And these activities are organized multiple times in a year. You can apply, and as and when the name features, you can go and pursue these activities. Next. So ladies and gentlemen, with this I come to an end. This is the website which is available in civil internet, careerindianairforce.cdac.in. You all can get the information by visiting this website. Next. On social media, we have got an ample presence. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, mobile. There's a mobile game, Indian Air Force Arcatamo, and mobile app also by IAF. We are trying to get in line with the young generation, current generation. So, your generation is more on social media, we also are trying and making our presence on social media. All these handles and sites and apps are available. You can get more and more information going through these websites and handles. Next. I have finished, ladies and gentlemen. If you have got any questions, your queries will be answered. Yeah, please. मिनिमम ऑप्शंस कहाँ हैं? सारे ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल हैं फीमेल के लिए।
मिनिमम ऑप्शंस है एंड फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में जब डिफेंस की बात की जाती है तो फिर मेल्स को क्यों रखा जाता है? फीमेल्स भी उतनी ही स्ट्रांग है, नॉट इवन फिजिकली, मेंटली भी।
इसमें किसी को कोई डाउट नहीं है कि फीमेल्स आर नॉट स्ट्रांग. All the options are available for females as well. See, now the options for NDA are also open. So there is no slide which you will see that is not featuring that yes, females cannot apply for this. Each and every branch, each and every entry is eligible for females also.
थैंक यू सर, आप यहाँ आए एंड जो है क्या बोलते हैं, आप लोग को सबको सल्यूट, आप जो भी इंडिया के लिए करते हैं. थैंक यू सो मच सर.
Sir, I have a query. Just like the Indian Army have a fighting arms as they get engaged in various terrorist and operations and they deal with arms, does the Indian Air Force have particular branch which particularly remains on the ground and have weapons and deal with the on the front line?
Indian Air Force has got a branch which is a particular troop which is known as Garud. We have got Garud force which are engaged in few places in coordination with Army for CIOs also. And Garud is basically a fighting force which is directly dealing in one-to-one with in such operations. We have got in officers, administration branch officers and other officers who qualify for requirement of physical requirements basically for being trained in Garud forces, you can apply there also. You may be from any branch of Indian Air Force, you can apply for Garud forces.
So
Garud forces is a special force of Indian Air Force.
sir, we can apply from the academy, opt from the academy, Indian Air Force.
Yeah, after completion of your training, initial training, getting commissioned into your branch, you can apply for Garud force.
Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a counter outside wherein if anybody has got any query, we will be able to solve. We have got information brochures there, and the bus which I mentioned earlier, that is also parked outside. So all of you are requested to go and visit the bus and the counters. Yes, please.
स्पीड का मीटर है या मीटर है क्लाइंब मीटर है कि आप किस रेट से क्लाइंब कर रहे हो। अभी जैसे ये वेरियस व्यू है, जैसे ये पायलट का एक्चुअल में दिखता क्या है, तो इसका ये व्यू है। अभी प्लीज आप में से कोई एक बंदा जो आके इस पर बैठेगा और वो चलाएगा। ये पायलट का व्यू पायलट देख रहा है अपना पायलट को कम्युनिकेशन एक्सीलेटर हो गया और वो हो गया। ये सर आपका जो